Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me for my ride back home today. I thought I would talk to you a little bit about routers and whether or not it is feasible to do the router rental with a lot of these internet service companies. Now, a lot of these internet service companies, they have an option where you can use one of their routers that they supply you. Okay, so you have the internet cable coming into your house. Now this internet could be phone, DSL, cable. So although there's various different types of ways to get internet, I'm mainly speaking about DSL and cable internet. So a lot of the main companies that service majority of the households in Tucson and within whatever city that you live in, whether it be Xfinity, Comcast, AT&T, Verizon, any of these companies, they all have similar deals. And the similar deal is for an extra $12, $8, $15 per month, you can rent their router and have great service. Now the option is also, you can also go out and buy your own router that will work on their system, and they range in price anywhere from $80 up to $300 and beyond. So the idea is it worth it to just buy your own or to actually rent one of theirs? The answer is, it is better to rent, and here's the reason why. It's for the guarantee of service. Okay, and you actually get better customer service, because when your internet goes down, the first thing that they're going to ask you over the phone, or the first thing that they're going to observe about your internet service, is that you do not have the correct modem. That is, now, even if the modem is perfectly fine, even if the modem has no problems, if we can take that same modem out, connect it to another house or another system, it'll work perfectly fine. They don't care. But they are not going to troubleshoot, or they're not going to easily, I should say, they're not going to easily troubleshoot something where they are not 100% sure that router is working. And even if they know that the router is working, they're still going to put the blame on the router. But if you rent the router from them, it's theirs, so they can't say nothing, okay, about the router. The only way that they can say something bad about the router, if in fact it really is the router that is the problem, okay? So that's the main reason that you want to do that. The other thing I want to say about actually buying a router, is to make sure that the router comes with a long enough warranty, because under normal use, a router's lifespan is somewhere between 1 and 2 years with moderate use. With light use, and you do everything right and you still use it moderately well, a router will only last you maybe about 1 or 2 years. Okay? Of course, there are brands that will last longer, but on average 1 or 2 years. So you can go the distance of actually replacing the router, or renting it for $15 a month, or replacing the router and having to spend $80 or $300 every 1 to 2 years. Now, before you think to yourself that it's better to just buy one every time, bear in mind, it's always going to happen, it's always going to go down at the most inconvenient time. Okay? So keep that in mind when you're making your selection, because if you rent it, you can just pick up the router and take it straight to one of the stores, and they can just give you another one. You don't even have to wait for a technician. Of course, they'll send out a technician to your house to replace it if necessary, but usually there's like a long waiting list and all that. But if you know where the place is and you need it desperately enough, you're gonna have to leave your house to pick up another one anyway. Might as well just get it at no cost, or no extra cost per se. So again, if you're trying to get yourself or trying to make a decision of whether to rent or to buy, my advice is to rent, because it will always make you better as far as quality of internet service in the long run, and they'll take you more seriously for that. And that's just the way the business is, and there's not too much you or I can even do about it. Thank you very much for listening. I'll try to post some more videos while I'm on the road. You guys have a good day. Know your technology, and